Hey everybody, welcome back to Sean's Gadget Kitchen. Today we're going to have some good old-fashioned family fun as we talk about this Dash My Pint ice cream maker. It comes with the motor, a paddle, a mixing spoon should you want to do it manually, a cup, and then the freezer base. Today we're going to check this unit out and see what kind of ice cream it makes. I ordered this from Amazon. It was about $19, so it's relatively inexpensive. A couple things you're going to want to know and prepare for in advance is that this freezer cup needs to be frozen for about 24 hours before you can get started, so you're going to make sure you do that first. The second thing is it's recommended that when you make your ice cream mixture that you freeze that, you put that in the freezer for 2 or 3 hours so you get a firmer ice cream. Alright, let's start out by making our ice cream mixture. We're going to use a very basic mix today. It's just going to be vanilla, but hey, might as well start there. So we're going to start with 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. And if you're wondering, this is not a low-fat recipe, but I think you could search the internet and find some low-fat recipes if that's what you desired. So there's the 2 cups of heavy cream, 1 cup of whole milk, a tablespoon of pure vanilla extract. Next, 3/4 a cup of sugar. All right, so we're going to mix that up really good. You don't want it to be grainy. As I was saying, you don't want this mixture to be too grainy. You want all that sugar to be dissolved. And once we get done, so that's going to take 3 or 4 minutes. Once we get that done, I'm going to pour it in this Ziploc bag, and then we are going to pop that in the freezer for 2 to 3 hours to give us a head start on the freezing process. All right, our mixture is mixed. I'm going to try to pour it in a bag. I almost didn't do this in front of the camera because I'm a horrible klutz and this could go everywhere. Wish me luck. Could have double bagged it to be extra safe, but let's live dangerously. All right, we got our mixture in the bag. We're going to put this in the freezer for 2 to 3 hours, as I said, and I will see you then. All right, you're back. Great. Time to make some ice cream. So I've taken our ice cream mixture. It was in a Ziploc bag. I've transferred it into a large pitcher to make pouring easy. Then I've transferred 1 cup into this pitcher here, or this measuring cup rather, and we're going to be pouring this into the ice cream maker in just a minute. I'm going to try to go fast because this needs to stay cold. Put these two together. This insert was in the freezer overnight. The mixture was in the freezer for about 3 hours. And let's pour this ice cream mixture in, about a cup. In this case, exactly a cup. Now we're going to put the paddle into the motor. There we go. Now it says that you're going to turn this on until the ice cream is frozen and starts to come up the sides. Our little spoon fits right in there. I have no idea how long that will take. That could take anywhere from 10 minutes to a half hour based on other videos I've seen. Other people have done this before. So let's see what happens. We'll check back in about 10 minutes. All right, I know we said we'd check back in 10 minutes. It's been 5, but curiosity is getting to me. So let's take a look and see how this is doing. I can see some frost around the side, so I'm going to assume that's a good sign. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty good. Overhead camera shot, please. You can see right here that some of the ice cream is kind of sticking to the sides there. So let's push that down a little bit and see. Right now, it's not done, I can tell. It's looking pretty good. It's got more of a soft serve consistency, so let's get that back in there. We're going to let it go. I'm going to say 10 minutes from here, but let's give it a little taste. Tastes like ice cream. So it's been a total of 25 minutes now. It's time to turn this off and see where we ended up. It's looking pretty good. I'm not sure if it's really going to turn into what we might consider traditional ice cream. This is definitely looking like a soft serve, but let's get into it a little bit more. Just going to set this down right here. We'll use our handy little spoon to scoop some of this out. All right, so you can see this has definitely got that type of soft serve consistency. I guess you could put it in a container and put it in the freezer if you wanted it to harden up. But you know what we need to do? We need to give this a taste before we go. Tastes just like ice cream. Very delicious. Let's summarize what we've learned about this Dash My Pint ice cream maker. It's inexpensive at about $19. It's small. It'll store really well. I wouldn't say it's specifically noisy. You can hear the motor, but I don't think it'll wake anyone up if you had people sleeping. The only potential drawback that I could see is that its small size produces a small amount of ice cream. So if you had a lot of kids and this is something you're doing with your children, you might have to make some batches in advance and freeze them so that you have enough for everyone. Or you could buy a larger ice cream maker. They make doubles, things like that. Of course, there's going to be more cost involved with that. I definitely think this is a good product and you'll have a lot of fun with it. Thanks for watching.